Hello and welcome to Faewood Grove Weekend Update for May 12th, 2024. Yes, every time I say the date, I have to pause to make sure that I'm actually in the right century and yeah. There's no 19s in front of that, nothing. Okay, so hello and welcome to Faewood Update. We've got a lot that's gone on. It's been super busy and hold on. Okay, good. So there's lots going on. We got a lot done this week. Let's go ahead and roll right over to what happened and what's going down. I am Morgan Hornman. Nice to meet you. If I haven't met you, I look forward to it. So what did we get done this week? Well, first, I voted in the primary. I hope you did too. Go out, represent, help, do your duty, all those good, happy things, because if you don't participate in the process, you can't, it's harder to complain, and you can, but yeah, we won't go into that. So we also began another battle. We have a new front. We have the ongoing front against the honeysuckle. Now we have added the buttercup, or I'm sorry, the button flower to it. Butterflower. That's what they're called. So these little fuckers, these wonderful little plants are bee food, and they're one of the first flowers of the spring. However, they block out everything. They spread rapidly. They are native, but they are invasive natives. So yeah, it's a battle. And we're working on it. We're going to try and contain them down to a specific area, namely this one, mainly because of the way they trap water in soil. And that whole hill is a giant marsh. So right now they're holding a lot of water that's come through in the rain, and we're going to let it because I can't drive the mower through it. So we'll let them have that area for right now. I did manage to reclaim the center island, and Scarlett did an amazing job clearing out over by the garage. So we've reclaimed those, made access. We've got things rolling in the right direction. It's going well. So the battle continues. So the mallows and the raspberries and blackberries are all blooming amazingly. It's really pretty out at the pond. Last year I got marshmallows, which was really kind of cool to find out there's actually a flower, and yeah. But it's really pretty. They smell amazingly. Our cattails are starting to spread over to the other side, come in by the dock. That's good for vegetation, for plant life, for the fish. It's just good overall for our. Made a new friend. Did some mowing this week. And this friend was over on the little path I call Karma. And fortunately, they were burrowed down deep enough that they escaped. And no turtles were harmed in the making of anything this week. I want to state that quite clearly right now. It's really important. And let's see what else. Oh, this is a great shot of Celine's circle. This is a little aftermow porn. And just it's really nice and carpety back there. I met yet another friend. And as you notice, the markings are all different on these. We've got quite a few box turtles on the land, so please be careful. Please be aware. This little gentleman ended up upside down, and so I had to flip him over, and I put him over in a place where he was safe, and then he took the hell off as soon as I turned my back. So it was quite sneaky and wonderful about it. I was very happy that there was absolutely nothing wrong with him. So Aphrodite is growing in amazingly. It's just lush. That's really the word of the day for Aphrodite is lush. The clover's growing in, the flowers are growing in. That the whole ground is just carpeted with wonderful lush green clover. It's just really, really pretty. Sorry, I'm making sure because things keep beeping at me on my phone. We got the tent up back in the workshop area. It is ready to go. I want to thank Sharon, Shalom, and Charlotte. It was an amazing execution. And I am very excited about how well everything went. I got tables back there, chairs. There's some chairs back there. Always make sure you take a chair with you just in case. Not everybody has chairs, but if you've got a chair, take it with you. We got a lot of stuff that goes on back in this area, and so now we've got a table and a gathering place for people to talk. I'm probably going to put up a light, some lights and a little bit more sunshade, make it a little bit more spacious. Take it from 10 by 20 out to 20 by 20. Hopefully I'll get that done by Gaia. But it's a really nice, peaceful spot. It just really is out there. Really like that. I've always liked that spot. It's a good space to learn and talk and communicate in. So we're looking at putting out a shrine over in there, dedicated to new ideas and new thoughts and new gods and new ways, new paradigms. And so we're working on that. I don't quite have a title or a name that works for it yet, but at some point soon we'll have one. So the main ad is all ready. It just needs some bodies in it. It's all cleaned up. It's all fancy. I've got extra chairs out there. If you don't have a chair, if you have a chair, bring a chair, because not everybody has a chair. And it's always nice to share if you have a chair. Always bring an extra chair for your campsite, because it's always nice to have a place for someone to sit. That you're making friends, and hang out and talk. So, I mean, that's always just kind of a nice thing to do if you can do it. So yeah, this is what the main ad, all nice, pretty, sunny mode. The lights are all up. It's just ready to have fun. It's ready for you to bring your energy out here and add it to what we've got going on, and you being able to enjoy what we've got going on. And I'm looking forward to you coming out for it. So next we've got the Agora. It's all spaced out. I've got a bunch of tables out there to help get things set up. I spent a lot of time doing some prep and setup. It's all nice. It's been mowed in there. The grass is actually growing. The lights are looking good. Everything's hanging well. Never mind. And so we've got our little fire pit there. It's looking good. Got the chairs all set up and ready. Once again, if you got a chair, bring a chair. So everybody's got a chair. And then, so we've got that little fire pit. And then we've got the Rubbermaid. Okay. So we have a new additional dome, it's a dome, zip up, insect shield, great conversational space, a little space to go away from the fire so that you can have a private conversation, and not quite so much light in your eyes as you hang out and talk. In a way to separate conversations sometimes, because sometimes it's nice to separate conversations, and just relax. And it's just a really little comfortable space. That's 7 of the Adirondack chairs in there, and there's room for more. Lots of room for folks. So we're working on putting the pool out in this area. And so I'm testing where this fits well, because this tent itself or something similar to it will be going over the pool, so that we can make sure that we enjoy that without quite all the buggies that might come along with having a pool. And because, well, I like bugs, but not in my soup, nor in my human stew. As you may, never mind. If you've been to, if you know, you know, if you know, you know. And that's really kind of the life with festivals, isn't it? If you know, you know. And I can't really give many more details than that without betraying confidentiality. So, this is going to be a great little addition, and I'm really, really excited about it. Really, really busy weekend. We got so much done with all the mowing, all of the prep. Everything looks really, really good. So it's almost here. This coming weekend, starting Friday, gates open at 3 p.m. $50 for the whole weekend camping. We've got performers, we've got classes, we've got a pitch in, we've got a food caterer, it's just going to be an amazing weekend. We've got so much packed into it, and I'm looking forward to you coming out and helping us celebrate the divine feminine, talking about how we interact with the divine feminine and how we feel and how we connect and how we are all one, and the duality plus of our natures, and just all of the things. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an amazing, amazing weekend. We still need barters. We still need folks to help with registration, help with first aid, help with different things. If you want to help out as a trade-off for your gate, give me a ring, or Sharon. We've got posts in the groups. Join the Faewood Grove group. It's free and it's fun for you and me. You get to see all the new stuff. If you join the friends chat, Friends of Faewood chat, I generally post more up-to-date pictures so you can have an idea of what's going on. You get kind of sneak peeks and stuff like that. And occasionally we get ideas that come through and people that volunteer, and it's a way to communicate with us faster and more directly than me reading email and remembering to reply to it, because I'm horrible about that. Because I'm a little busy right now. I'm just a little busy, but Gaia is going to be an amazing weekend, and I'd really love for you to come out and enjoy it with us. It's going to be beautiful weather. If you'll notice the weather forecast keeps changing, but always goes back to being a little bit drier, which is kind of giggity. I'm enjoying that. So, let's see. Yeah, kids under 16 are free. It's going to be a great event. Lots of fun. The weekend after, we've got full moon on the 25th for Tribe of Sovo, and we'll be celebrating the flower moon and talking about the things that come into watching our plans starting to bloom and getting a little bit of gratification from that, and working our personal paths forward. So that'll be a great time. That is during my birthday campout, which is a free weekend to come out and camp at Faewood, hang out, get to know us if you haven't come out before, or if you have before, just come out and hang out. It's a great time to relax, and it's Memorial Day weekend. It's free. You got to feed yourself. There is a pitch-in thing that we're doing on Saturday. It's going to be a good time, a lot of fun. Come on out, enjoy with us, and relax, celebrate my birthday. So a little bit later in the month, in June, on the 28th to the 30th, we're going to have the Feast of the Horn God. It's kind of the flip side of the Gaia festival. It's devoted to the divine masculine. It's actually been going for 14 years now. So that's kind of fun. And well, from the original. So both Gaia and Feast of the Horn God have been going for 14 years. They've just been split into two in the last 2 years. So, so we're looking for folks that present to volunteer. We're looking for paid performers. We're looking for other presenters. We're looking for volunteers. We're looking for barters. We're looking for fire tenders. We're looking for first aid people. We're looking for folks to help, and we're looking for folks to come and have a good time with us. So check that out, and we'd love to see you. It's coming up soon, and I'm throwing it out there. So what we have is we have 2 websites. Well, we actually have 3, but the main ones that we keep up to date are faewoodgrove.com and tribeofsovo.org. And that way, that helps you kind of know what's going on, answer some general questions, how we do ritual when we're focused on that type of thing, how we do festivals, how we treat the land, how we treat each other, what's expected when you come out. So there's a lot to go on there. So absolutely, we're a place that's very focused on autonomy and individuality and consent. And that's very far reaching consent. And you got to make sure you ask that it's okay to hug people and you don't just touch people, because you need to get consent because it's autonomy and it's people own their own body. And that's very important to us. So, I think I just sprinted through everything. I think we've got the tour ready. I have another tour. It's not a 3-hour tour. There's no minnow. It's kind of bass. It's very bass. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it and I killed the sound. I tried to do the mic over with my headphones and it just did not like the mower. So I'll do my best to narrate. And we're gonna go ahead and take a little run. See, there's our pretty little marshmallows and our blackberries and the cattails. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. And we've decided to give Scarlett's Garden / our orchard area, this whole area right there. We're just going to leave it alone. We're going to mow this front section so folks can use it to park. And the part that's not mowed, we're just going to let it keep growing and kind of give it to the pollinators, like the other parts of our lawn, because we're not using it for anything other than mowing. So why take that away from the critters? This is our main ritual area for the front yard. It's a fully consecrated circle. It's been there since we started the land, and it has a wonderful wall up to it. There are our wonderful butterflowers. That is the encampment or the colony, whatever we want to call it. We're coming around the mountain when we come. Right here is right there on the right was a real quick shot at our front portalet, for when you get here and you got to go as soon as you got here. And this is our gate guardian. Right here on the left is the only really open field camping. It's out in the sun for the people that like to bake in the sun. There are some people who enjoy that. I'm more of a tree person. You'll notice that most of the camping here is under the trees. As right here on the left, this is our first main camping area. It's fairly good size, and we're going to ask folks to put their camp stuff up and then park out in the front. That way we've got room for everybody. We've got portalets throughout the land. We keep on top of them. They'll be cleaned and emptied before everybody gets here this weekend. I've already talked to them. This is another camp area, Celine Circle, more camping on both sides of this road. This will is called Silence. It's an old, ask me when you get here and I'll explain it. But this is a wonderful, wonderful centralized camping location where you can just really hang out and have a really good time. It's really nice. At some point, there's going to be, I think it's people. Yes. Here is Aphrodite's shrine. So lush. Like I was saying, is just so much going on, so much growth. It's amazing to look at. It just absolutely beautiful. Here we have the workshop area. We got that erected. Thank you for helping me pitch my tent. And I've been withholding that joke as often as I can, I swear. And just kind of a look around. Another portalet back here by the workshop area, so it's close. We've got some more camping on both sides of this row. Some with grass, some with leaves. Our canopy has grown in amazingly this year. It's just really, really awe-inspiring how beautiful and green everything is. And the air is just so clear and clean. We've got our performing area. We've got our Eris pit. We've got our main tent for Eris, and that's kind of going to be our stage area for Gaia. We're ready to go. We've got tables out. We've got chairs out. Hail Eris. Hail Discordia. At some point, that'll get trimmed. I'm sure of it. So during Gaia, if you'd like to participate, if you're a devotee of Hecate, please let me know. I would love to have other folks help construct her nest, help add the sticks, help pull some of them out, put them in there so we can keep this growing. And I'd really like for it to have lots of energy from different folks. So if you're here for Gaia or any other time after that, and we're still in the construction process, please, and you'd like to help, please let me know. I'd love for your assistance and your energy to be contributed to this shrine. So a little better look at how Maynard is ready to go. We're going to do a little loop-de-loop because I love my deer food. The stuff I plant, that deer food. Because it's just growing in like crazy. All those little bitty green dots. That's all from us. And this experiment, I think, is going really well. What's incredible is over here. This whole area has already grown fast and it's covered. I'm just the amount of rich topsoil that went into just is really being demonstrated by how fast that grew and how fast that popped up. And if I could, I'd speed up the video, because I didn't when I did it. So sorry. And once again, this is kind of looking back in there so you can kind of get an idea just how much green is growing in. Dionysus is quite happy and full. The clover's growing in, all the grass is growing in. It's looking really good there. I'm getting ready to put in some other tents and pavilions and stuff, and this area will be a little more filled out. We're just doing a run through. And I say unto you, Eopon, Eopon. And Eo Athene. Outbound. They left. It's okay. Our food vendor was out yesterday, and Shalom helped out getting that set up, and we got her pre-set up, and she's ready to go, and we figured out how the logistics of things. As you see, that little conversation pit's nice and convenient to the Agora, And that zipper will be very convenient when the bugs come out. And that way we can just hide inside of there. So I'm just really excited because everything's looking ready. Everything's looking good. And the land is ready for some folks to come out and enjoy. So with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. And praise be to Pan. Hail Hecate. May the love of the Lord and the Lady be ever in your hearts. Merry meet, merry part. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you Friday. Bye, everybody.